What would you do if I couldn't pay rent?
I feel like we
I'll take a loan out.
Hello beautiful people, it's your girl Vicadi here. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to see the 50-50 trend that has been on TikTok. Now this trend is meant to separate 50-50 men or partners from provider men. Some men prefer to go 50-50, while some men are so capable they want to be the sole provider. So this trend is meant to filter these two sets of people. If you don't know what that 50-50 trend is, it actually involves women filming interactions with their partner, saying that she won't be able to pay the mortgage for the month, and then the partner is meant to say, oh, you never paid the mortgage ever, or give a negative reaction. Then it's either going to denote that the partner is a good man or somebody who has not been having their back over time. So I'm just going to quickly show you a short video of 50-50 trend.
Just to let you know, I can't afford the rent this week.
For work?
Nah, for the house.
I paid it.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know. Can't afford.
You don't pay rent.
Well, I couldn't afford it anyway.
But you haven't paid rent in 3 years.
Yes, I have.
You actually haven't.
I have. I contribute.
When?
What would you do if I couldn't pay rent?
I feel like we
I'll
came
take a
into
loan out.
this with a lot of like
Are you bidding me?
noise and chaos, and we were fighting a lot leading into this. Like,
Are you bidding me?
Yes.
in general,
Yeah,
there
I'll take a
was
loan.
That you take a loan out to pay our rent.
in our relationship before we got
Seriously?
married. Like, he would not give me
I
this
always get money
information.
somehow.
Okay.
And then this
Whether it's from a bank, I gotta rob a bank, I gotta go rob the old lady down the side of the road, I get the money.
That's hurtful to me. To me,
So if you were in the situation, would you go 50-50 with your partner, or you'd rather have a full-time provider man? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. This has got people's response on the internet. A lot of people have a lot to say. Let me hear what you have to say. Then I'll come back to share my thoughts on this. I'm going to show you some videos of people's opinions. Then while you see them, you can also drop your thoughts in the comment section. What would you do if you were in a situation like this? Would you prefer a full-time provider man or someone who you can go 50-50 on? Let's see videos of people comments, people talking about this, and I'll come back to share my thoughts on this.
There has never been a better antidote against 50-50 relationships than this latest I can't pay the mortgage or I can't pay the rent trend that women are doing with their husband. A lot of women have never quite seen it spelled out like that. Here it is. I often don't love the married couple, the couples trends that, happen over here on TikTok, but this one is chef's kiss. As all you need to do is just watch one of those with a 50-50 couple to see all the difference that you need to see, and to understand that men who view you as a romantically viable partner treat you so much differently than men who view you as a host for their parasitic nature, and the men who really don't give a single flying fuck about you. You'll also notice, if you have good pattern recognition like me, that the men who are confused by that trend or question or whatever look groomed, moisturized, head full of hair, seem to actually be kind and like nice to their wife, like the vibes are really good. And I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen a lot of the 50-50 videos, but the ones I have seen are atrocious. Like the man has no feelings for you, babe. If anything, he feels strongly about you in the wrong direction. These men resent y'all. These 50-50 men are literally using y'all so that they don't have to work hard in life. That's all it is. Because how are you going to be like, oh, well, I don't know what we're going to do then? You're telling me you're A, a man, B, you're splitting bills 50-50, C, you're not expected by society to spend any money on beauty ritual type things. You are probably getting paid more at work. You're probably contributing less towards the household. If y'all are going 50-50 on other things like groceries, you're probably eating more of those and not paying for it. So you literally should have all the money in the world to throw at your girlfriend whenever you want to. So ladies, let this be a lesson that these men don't love you. Because where's all the money going? What are you possibly spending it on? Either he is hoarding it, like again, at your expense, because if you are in a bind, he's not going to help you out. 2, he's just spending it indiscriminately, maybe on himself, maybe on somebody else. What even are the other options? Like if you're a woman going 50-50, that's actually hard. Because not only are you paying 50% of the rent, 50% of the bills, you're also going to work. You're expected to put on makeup every day for work. You're expected to do your hair every day for work. You're expected to have like a full wardrobe as a woman, whereas men, if they wear the same pair of pants and the same shirt to work every day, nobody says anything. That's not the case for you as a woman. You're expected to dye your gray hairs. You're expected to smell good, all this stuff, shave your legs, shave your armpits. Like, yeah, it would make sense, actually. You're also expected, like, during the holiday season to buy most of the presents. In fact, you probably know your boyfriend has no plan to buy you anything, but you're still gonna buy him something. It's like there's literally no excuse as to why a man shouldn't have some money left over after paying bills 50-50. And it actually makes perfect sense to me why a woman wouldn't, right? Because again, if you're paying 50-50 for groceries, but your man is like inhaling all of the food and all of the snacks so that you're buying groceries more often than you would just for yourself, he's saving money actually at your expense. I feel like this trend makes this like so clear in a way that we just couldn't have expected. I just love it.
If you're going 50-50 and it's 50-50 on everything, like cooking, cleaning, childcare, fair enough. But that's not the case for a lot of women. I've seen it myself with men who expect women to pay the bills, run around after them, look after kids, give up their lives. You don't even get treated nicely in return, and they're really unhappy. Some men will exploit you for everything they can, and it's completely easy for them to do so when you've got low standards. If you go and start a family with someone, you're not going 50-50 on pregnancy, you're not going 50-50 on childbirth or any of the risks associated with that. Even if he's the best dad in the world, there's just certain things that come with being a mother. What your body goes through, what you go through mentally, taking time off your career. It's a lot, and you should be with someone that makes you feel secure during that time. And when you can choose to be with literally anyone, why would you not want to be with someone that improves your life? You shouldn't completely rely on a man. You should always have your own money. If you've got your own thing going on, why would you then expect to be with someone who can't give you what you can give yourself? That makes no sense to me. They don't have to be super mega rich, but they should be generous, have a provider mindset, and value women. Money is not everything. That's not what I'm saying. So much more to it, like who they are as a person and how they treat you in other ways. But that's the absolute bare minimum.
Why are there no 50-50 couples doing the I can't pay the mortgage trend? Now, I think it's because the men are actually embarrassed about the fact that they're 50-50. Like, if you look at the guys who are providers, they're actually proud of being providers because it's just down to their identity. It's something that is worthy to be proud of. But the 50-50 guys, deep down, they know they cannot compete with the other type of men. Like, deep down, they are embarrassed about the fact that they do 50-50 with their girl when they know that other men have the ability and mindset to provide. Like, how much do you want to bet? Okay, I don't want to say you never see the 50-50 people doing the trend, but like, how much do you want to bet that the man finds out that his girl posted the video and then he gets mad at her? Like, oh my gosh, you shouldn't have made me post that because now you're making me look bad. So this is why I think like men know they should provide. They just choose not to, and it's kind of down to you whether you accept it or not.
I just tried that 50-50 thing with my husband today. You know his first reaction? Immediately I said if I could ask him something. He didn't even know what I was going to ask him, but he just started walking away from the camera because he don't know what I'm going to ask and he don't want no form of embarrassment, and he just started running away from the camera. I'm going to try it again, okay? But please do not even try it, because To be honest with you, a lot of us, the African women that are out here, we do support our husbands. Some of us just because we have to support them so that we can get through, right? With the bills, with the mortgage, with the whatever. Okay, if I'm working and I have the money, I don't see why I should not support my husband in paying the bills, right? So that instead of him maybe doing 2 jobs, he can do 1 job and we can all be at home and spend time together with each other and with the kids, instead of wanting to stay at home 100% and having him do 2-3 jobs so that he can take care of the whole bills. It just don't make sense. But if you have your husband who can actually provide all of that for you and want you to stay at home, I will be the queen. I will slay and stay at home and don't move an inch to do any form of work. Okay, so to all the ladies out there whose husbands are providing for them 100%, I am so jealous of you. I am super happy for you, and I want you to know that it is not easy to find a man that will provide for you 100%. Okay, that is great. Keep that man. You don't want to mess around with that. And to the ladies who are supporting their men to provide for the household, there is nothing wrong with that. If your man cannot fully provide for you, or maybe they can provide it, but you guys just want a better life and you want to work so that you can support your husband, so that you both can have like the kind of life that you want, there is nothing wrong with that. Because as a lady, if you want to have your own career as a lady, nothing should stop you. Okay, not your husband's money should stop you. So yes, it is great for your husband to provide for you, but if you're a career lady and you want to be out there doing your thing, making your own money and supporting your household, even if you make the money and don't support your household, nothing wrong with that too. Go ahead, go out there and do you, eat all the money, support your husband, whatever. But if you are also a lady whose husband is providing for you 100%, good for you. Okay.
Why do some women struggle to see and understand that there are some men who are good people, who have integrity, that are hardworking, that for whatever reason will not or cannot get to a place of financial success that you see is the pinnacle? He's not going to be a good partner because you have to pay the council tax bill. Like, I don't get it. He's not worth your time because you have to go halves on the rent or the mortgage. Are we processing correctly? Like, genuinely. Stop with the narrative that it's like, only if you have a man with money do you have a good thing. And if your man doesn't have enough money to support your whole lifestyle, then you're settling or you're suffering. No, like, as long as he's a good man, you don't know what your faith, what your support, what your words of encouragement can do for a man as well, and where it can take that man. But if you're getting into a relationship with a man and your energy is negative, your energy makes him feel small, your energy makes him feel minimal, yeah, maybe you are going to get a man that doesn't really go far because you don't speak life into him.
I've noticed something about this babe I can't pay the rent or mortgage trend, especially since the 50-50 couples have started to like jump in on it. Bear with me. The couples where the man is like, why are you telling me you can't pay the rent? Like, you don't ever pay it. Like, those couples always just seem more stable. I don't know. The man always seems more confident, and I can't explain. Always more like mature, and not even like about age either. Just very secure, very like a man. It's not even like about looks at all. Before the video even starts, you already know his response, like, he got it. The house is always beautiful. And I don't even mean like expensive. It could be an old, cheap house, and it's still just so nice and organized, clean. Like, I want that house. But the 50-50 couples, the man always seems a little like dirty. And not even like filthy dirty. He just looks. You ever had someone try to talk to you and they just look like they high all the damn time and lazy? Yeah. Like the kind of man is you're almost low-key offended that he tried to talk to you. That's how they look. And I don't want to say insecure, because then the insecure ones are going to attack me, but low-key, like just not secure, not put together at all. Like, you look at them and it's like, I hope that makes sense. And the house is always not like filthy or disgusting or anything, but like the house has seen better days. It could be a nice house too, but it just looks, I don't know. The decor is just not, And the women in the videos where they know they're not paying the rent, they always sound so happy, so ecstatic, so in love, And the women in the 50-50s always sound like, haha, this is a joke, but I already know what he gonna say. I can't, maybe not miserable, but like tired. I just feel like it's a very clear picture we're seeing here, that the relationships where the man is like taking care of it, being a man, those relationships and houses just have a better foundation. And the 50-50s look like they're going to fall apart any second. And I know I can't be the only one to notice that, but that's all.
I've noticed something about this I can't pay the rent or mortgage trend that women have been doing with the partner, especially since I went to look at the 50-50 couples doing it. Obviously I had to search for that because, we don't do that over here. The way I could guess what each of the men were going to say before they even said anything was wild. Some of the 50-50 reactions I'm actually convinced must be rage bait, because how is anyone with them? Like, I'm sorry, you're my husband or my roommate. The provider men just appeared so much more confident, so much more put together. The 50-50 men didn't even look like they looked after themselves, and they just looked insecure. They just seemed lazy as well. Trust me, if a man is not solving all of your problems, he's probably your biggest problem. And I just know for a fact these men are expecting 50-50 financially, but they won't be going 50-50 in other parts of the household. And it's not even a money thing. There's a lot of different living situations shown in these videos. The provider men understand that what a woman brings to the table is her energy. They're grateful for having a good woman in their life and for how she treats them in other ways. They have an abundance mindset which makes them proud to not have the woman be paying the bills in the house. They see it as an honour, not a burden. And it shows in the relationships too. The provider men relationships just seem so much happier. It's just such a mindset thing. Please don't lay down with these poverty, scarcity minded men are greedy and entitled. Choose the man that thinks you're the prize, treats you accordingly, and improves your life.
This is my judgment face. Y'all are playing a very dangerous game on this app with couples who are 50-50, playing the I can't pay my half of the rent mortgage this month prank on your spouses and partners, and not for the reason that you think. I don't have a dog in that fight. I am single and child free. How y'all choose to pay bills is how y'all choose to pay bills. I pay 100% of my bills. Well, money comes out of my account, okay? But back to y'all. It's none of my business how you choose to divide up your household bills. Do what you want. But what always confuses me is, like, these aren't being recorded live. You don't have to upload them once you watch them back. And a lot of you all are exposing your partners as these cold, uncaring individuals who can't problem solve. And then you want to fight the people in the comments tooth and nail about how funny and careful and caring he is, and how you must have been the one that messed up the prank and you didn't say it right and you were giggling too much and he knew. No, sweetheart, he just don't like you that much. Seems like you're playing with fire to me, but I am single, so I might be viewing this through very single outsider eyes.
Guys, I have an unpopular opinion, okay? And I know you guys are gonna fight me, but after seeing this whole babe, I can't pay the mortgage trend, I have something that I have to say. Realistically, in this day and age where people are one paycheck away from homelessness, I don't think that a lot of people will say it out loud, but majority of these people are paying 50-50 on the rent. If not 50-50, 80-20, 70-30. You're paying a little something. You're coming off of some type of change. And if you're not, congrats. I'm not talking to you, because I know listening comprehension is a lost art. So if you don't have to pay rent, congrats, babe. Neither do I. So now what? Anyway, what I am saying though is that we are getting a little bit too out of pocket, because I saw a video of a girl talking about how her and her man split the rent, and she did the whole, babe, I can't pay the mortgage this month. And he's like, no, like, oh my God, like, it's okay. Like, I'll cover it, blah, 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 blah. But somebody in the comments is like, how do you respect him making you pay 50-50? Some of your faves, and we've discovered some of your faves on this app, go 50-50 all the time. Am I saying that you should go 50-50? Like I said, listening comprehension is very important. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying in a day and age where homelessness is just one paycheck away, a lot of people are probably paying a little something on the rent. If not the rent, maybe the water, gas, electric. But I guarantee you there's a slim percentage of people who are actually living their life not having to pay any bills whatsoever because their man covers all the bills. And if your man covers all the bills, God bless you, you know? Me personally, like I said before, I don't pay rent. So that's not my problem. But I think we're being a little unrealistic.
Believe in 50-50. The reason I don't believe in 50-50 is because I believe as a man on my principles, there's just certain things I would never do. I could never be in the bed with my girl and turn to her and say, you got your half of the rent? And that's not putting anybody down who does that. I said I can't do that. And the reason I encourage a lot of guys to just stay away from dating or caretaking or being with anybody until you can get your stuff together and stand on a principle and live through it is because why would you want the opposite sex, the person that you're with, to struggle when they're not built for that? And then the question is, well, what if she makes more than you? Make more money. But on a serious note, the greatest spiritual achievement is service. So if you know one of the greatest gifts you can get from a woman is a child, understand that one of the greatest gifts you can give is service.
Please go ahead and share your thoughts in the comment section. I love reading from you guys. Go ahead and share your opinion, but please, please, please do it respectfully. You don't have to disrespect anybody for you to air your opinion. So let's be respectful down in the comment section. Let us know if you like to split the bill with your partner or you prefer an absolute provider. Anyway, guys, let me share my own thoughts on this. Well, I just feel that this trend has exposed so many dynamics that happens in relationship, and people are beginning to see that even though they split the bills with their partners, and are beginning to see that it is possible to see men who can provide 100% for their family. And these men are not doing it grudgingly. They are doing it without complaining, because they know that it is their absolute responsibility. And when we see this trend, you can see difference between women whose husband pays the bills. When they go ask their husband, I'm not going to pay the mortgage each month, you can see this glow and sparkle that radiates on them because their husband is the sole provider in that trend, compared to the 50-50 relationship partners. You know, those ones deep down, they actually feel overwhelmed but are unable to speak their truths about how they want their bills to be catered for by their man. Anyways, for me, I would say everyone should do what works for them in their relationship. If splitting bills is what works for you in your relationship, do not be discouraged by people who are saying that no, it shouldn't be that way. Men are supposed to be absolute providers. And if you're the type who would rather stay with a provider man, I think from the onset, while you guys are cutting, you have to make it known to the man. Let him know that this is what you want, so that there won't be conflict in the future. That's my own opinion. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. I love to know what you think about this. Please and please and please do it respectfully, and share this video with someone that you want to be part of this conversation, because it is what we do over here. We have conversations. So if you're the type that you like having conversations with an amazing people, We have built a community over here. So go ahead, subscribe to this channel because we have good conversations over here. You can check the channel, you will see that. Go ahead and subscribe, okay? Please and please give this video a big thumbs up. Smash the like button. It helps YouTube to push out my videos to more people, and that will be supporting your sweet girl. All right, with all that said, guys, subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video.